Hey, you guys, I am back to do a solo review. So, guess what I'm reviewing? You probably already seen the thumbnail and the title, but yes, I am reviewing Selling Sunset. So, yes, this is one of my favorite shows. So, I was a little late because I didn't know they came back on. So, yeah, so let's get into this review. You got the whole season 8. Let's get into it.
We keep it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun and just for you. Go and God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first.
Hey, you guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Kourtney. Yes, of Kourtney and Eddie. My husband is not on this video because I decided to do this show by myself. So if you're brand new to this channel is all about relationship topics. It's about reviews and entertainment. So yeah, that's what we like to bring. So if you're brand new and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you like this video and make sure you share and comment down below. If you watch this show, let me know. If you don't watch and you may think about watching, I'm telling you, it's getting juicy. It's pretty good. I really and truly, I thoroughly enjoy it. So all shows that I may watch, I may not come and do a review on it. But yeah, I decided to do one this time. So I'm gonna see what y'all give it in the comments and the views and stuff. So all right, you guys. So let's get into it. I'm doing the whole entire season 8. So you got Elena, which is a very new agent. She's 34 years old, and they gotta always have one person that's not really a part of the group to kind of like, whisper in this ear, whisper in this ear. Now, the girl they had from last season, I think she was from either Texas, Mississippi, Tennessee. I think that's where she was, from Tennessee. I guess they got rid of her. So they brought in Elena. Now, to me, Elena is a good fit because she kind of knows how to bring a little bit of information, drop it in your ear, and then kind of bag off some. So I think that Elena kind of works with these girls, but we'll see if she around next season. So you got Bree. Now let me tell you how I feel about Bree. Bree is absolutely gorgeous, and I would not take this away from any of those ladies. They are absolutely freaking gorgeous. And when you are in real estate, or when you are in I guess places like that, like, your body sells. So sometimes you have to sell yourself, so to speak, not literally, but you kind of got to sell yourself in order to sell the houses, especially when you're dealing with Beverly Hills, Sunset, Orange County, all those high-end Hollywood, LA, and stuff like that. So they keep their bodies up. So of course they have to look, along with the aesthetics of a house. Now Bree is gorgeous. Y'all know there is Nick Cannon, baby, excuse me, one of them baby mamas, honey, them hundreds of thousands of them baby mamas. She is one of them. And last season, she was in her feelings because Chelsea was like, like, you like a baby mama, honey. You included in all of the rest of them, like, and she just kind of started prying into, her and Nick's relationship and stuff like that. But later on in that season, Chelsea did apologize. Chelsea did apologize. If I said Brie before, but I meant Chelsea got into, Bree's, business with, her and Nick and stuff. So, and Bree was offended, and she was like, I'm gonna quit, I ain't coming back, because she wanted commission and stuff like that or whatever. But I'm like, girl, we ain't seen you sell no houses, honey. How is you finna try to up on the commissions? I ain't seen you sell no houses. They ain't say you want no top agent. I think Bree came on new from last season. So, so my feeling toward Bree, baby, you ain't giving. Like, you sold some property, Chad. What else you got, honey? What else you got? So, anyway, I feel like she just kind of used that, when Chelsea was saying some stuff about her last season, she just kind of used that as a storyline. And yeah, so, and she threatened to quit because she told me she want to get paid more commission. Child, you got to first sell some property, but anyways. So yeah, that's how I feel about Bree. So she's still in that, I'm in my feelings, you know what I'm saying? And Chelsea was picking with me. So if Chelsea gonna be here, I don't think I'm coming back. So she up there trying to, make Jason think that she ain't coming back and stuff like that. And he was like, well, I would love to have you back. And she was like, well, not if Chelsea gonna be there. He was like, well, I hate to lose both of y'all or lose one of y'all, because if I lose one of y'all, it's a loss. And I'm saying, for what? Brie ain't brought nothing, but okay. If she just good on the show, just say that. And so anyway, so she was like, well, are you gonna go up my commission? He was like, can't do that. If I do that for you, I got to do it for everybody else. So she was like, well, I'm gonna think about it. I was like, girl, you come back on this show, child. You need some money. Granted, I don't know your account like that, child. I don't know what else you got on, but just judging by what I see, yeah, you need to be on this show, because you can't sell no house if that's your only income, besides being Nick Cannon baby mama. Anyway, and we know he spread real thin, child, real thin, honey, thin like some thin. Anyway, so yeah, so they talked about that. Let's see, but like I said, Chelsea apologized last season. I'm not sure what she's holding on to, but if this your storyline to keep you on the show, then we'll go with that. Okay. So let's see. So they was looking at a $30 million home in Manhattan Beach. Now, again, my favorite thing about these type of shows is that the homes. I love to look at these homes. I love to look at the aesthetics of the homes. I just love everything about these homes, even those that are, maybe a little more dated or whatever. I just love these $1 million homes. And I think that works so well with these shows, because you're showing the houses, the homes, and some of the celebrities, as well as having a little bit of drama to go in between it. I think the thing is when you override the showing of the homes and everything else that people want to see, that rich lifestyle, and then you overshadow the drama over that. You got to have a good balance of it. And I think it's probably a good, a thin line between the two, but you got to learn how to do it. And I think that Selling Sunset and some of the other shows, like I think Manhattan, I think it's Selling Manhattan or whatever it's called, child. I enjoy watching that as well. So I enjoy those type of shows. So anyway, so you got Mary and you got Elaine, something like that. And Chelsea. So they have to pitch, like, to the homeowners who is going to be a better agent, and they have to do kind of like a pitch to them and everything. And I think Chelsea did well. I think all the ladies did well, in my opinion, because Elena was like, I'll do it, and she just got there. So, she didn't mind a challenge, and she did a good job, to me, in my opinion. And so, but come to find out that the homeowners chose Chelsea as well as Mary. Now, I think he called Mary first. He had both of them on three-way or whatever. He called Mary and said, hey, the homeowners want to go with you. And then he said, Chelsea, they want to go with you as well. Now, Chelsea had said, I got somebody, like, somebody that want to look at the house. It seemed like it was some kind of, superstar, something like that or whatever. So I don't know what she did, but she threw a little bonus in there. It must not work all the way, because they wanted both of them. But anyway, so they in the process of trying to sell this $30 million home in Manhattan Beach. So it seems as though Mary and Chelsea got beef. Now, I'm assuming that this didn't happen last season, because I did watch last season. I don't think it did, but I guess it happened in between the seasons. So I don't know if Mary was doing some kind of podcast or whatever, and they asked her a question, and I don't know who's the messiest or who was whatever, and she said Chelsea's name. Chelsea texted her and said, keep your mother mucking name out your mouth. Out your mouth. Keep my name out your mouth, And Mary was like, oh my God, why would you say something like that? It's so rude. Yeah. I'm like, girl, I don't understand when people poke the bear, but then get mad at how the bear responds. Girl, you can't be sitting with that poking that bear, and then he just bites your head off. So I felt like that's what she was doing. So when they had like a little get together with the other girls or whatever, she was telling them what happened, and she was just like, oh my gosh, they were so rude. I can't believe she would say something like that. That's just, anyway. So they got beef. And let's see, Bree came to Chelsea and Mary when they were doing their brokerage, like their opening and stuff like that. So Bree came there. Now, Bree had a whole bunch of, I ain't just gonna beat her, I ain't gonna beat her, I ain't studying her. You can get her by there, because I can't work with her. It's too much division in there and stuff like that. She messy. She don't like me, ain't did nothing that girl. She just tried to come to me and my family, blah, 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 blah. She had all the smoke to Jason, all the smoke to some of the other ladies, right? Soon as she see Chelsea, oh girl, hey, you look good, you look good. Yeah, da, 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 da. I was like, girl, having all that smoke. Now, in Chelsea's mind, I'm assuming that Chelsea was like, girl, I apologized to you last season, even though you tried to act like I don't want it and walked away or whatever, but that was on you. And now we back filming and stuff like that. So like, so Chelsea probably saying, that's water under the bridge. But Bree still, I gotta hold on to it for a storyline. So I see, girl, you want to stay on the show, honey. So I get it. So they hug and they talk and all that stuff, whatever. So Mary was telling Jason, and Britt, really it'd be Jason, honey. They twins, but Jason is the one that's more interactive with these girls. Britt, honey, you hear him here and there. So anyway, Jason, Mary was telling Jason and Britt that, trying to tell on Chelsea because, her and Chelsea got beef. So she was like, Chelsea was out late and stuff. She out there, they hollering and going for the ride in the Jeep and stuff like that. And I'm up here working my butt off and I had to do this, this, and this. And she was an hour late, honey. And then you seen what she had on when she came in? Other girls were just saying, ooh, she got her booty cheeks out and stuff like that. It's just so inappropriate. That's not something you wear at work. And I don't know who called who. I don't know, Jason and Brett was like, I really don't want to get into women's affairs and telling women how they should dress and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. Jason, exactly, child, because you be with them young girls, honey. Child, they probably dress a little more scandalous than that. Now, I do admit, Chelsea dresses a little, that one the only time she had them cheeks out, child. And she was showing the house and them booty cheeks was out. I was like, oh my gosh, honey, is that? But granted, if that's how you got to sell your houses, honey, booty cheeks, okay, do what you got to do. So, but yeah, now to me, Chelsea dressed real different. I ain't the one to say that she dressed. Hey, not my type of taste or dress. But I'll say, girl, that's you working. I like for people to be different and unique, that not standing and blending in with everybody else. Just stand out. And I think Chelsea does a great job of owning it, and she does it with confidence. It's one thing that you do it and you're not confident, but it's another thing you do that and rock that thing with confidence. And she do all them little ugly shoes. She went with confidence. You know what I'm saying? All them weird clothes with confidence, and she rocks it. She rocks it like most of them girls on there. So let's see. So I don't know who called who, but Chelsea went over there and Jason and Britt was saying, some of the ladies or some of the, Mary was bringing to my attention that some of the ladies complaining about how you dress. And she was like, who? Mary, who? Who are the ladies? She said, where's this? Some of the girls, people have come to me. Who? Name them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who are they? Where are they? I need to know. Who are they? And then so she quickly got Mary together. Mary was so embarrassed. You can see the sheer embarrassment on her face. I was embarrassed for her. And she was just like what just happened? And she, yeah. So yeah, she pretty much got girl together. And she was like, oh, okay, so I'm going to dress down for you since it makes you feel uncomfortable. And next time you in the office, then make sure you don't have your boobs out, because plenty of times you done came in and your boobs, just by falling. I did not. Yes, you do. Like, you have your boobs out. Now, girl, I have mine out too, but I'm just telling you, you trying to talk about my booty cheeks out or whatever, and what I'm dressed is inappropriate, then, you got to make sure you check yourself. So she got married all the way together. She was in her feelings and she was getting embarrassed. Yeah. So let's move on. So Amanza, I love that. Not Amanda, but Amenza. So Amanza and Chriselle are talking about, Amanza's party. I think it's a 43rd, 47, 46, some birthday party she's trying to plan. So she asked Chriselle, was she coming? Because y'all know that they was on the outs last time, but now they're in a better place. And she said, nope, child, because you got that homophobic stylist that said something, I guess, on Twitter or something like that or whatever. So no, I'm not coming. And so she was like, well, he's my friend, and I just really truly want y'all to, I want you to come because you're my friend and stuff like that. And she's like, nah, if you're gonna have him, he said some bad things about me and my now her wife and everything. And so no, I just can't get down like that. So if you're gonna have him now, I'm not coming. So she was just like, well, I need to know exactly what was said and stuff. She was like, girl, you read what was said. He said what he said. Excuse me. So anyway, so let's move on to Mary Nicole Sit Down. Now, at first I had said that lady because I forgot their names and stuff like that. That older lady, honey. Why do people don't like her? She's just not to be liked though, for real. She it's just something about her energy or something like that. She just seems scorned. She don't seem happy on the show. She just seem mad. I went to her Instagram follow. She got like 70 some thousand. And I know that's more than me. Than we got two some thousand, 2,000 something. I know that's more than me, but I'm just saying. She got like 70 some thousand. Other girls got like 700 some thousand or million, 2 million. I was like, oh, the people really don't like her. But yeah, her energy is just on camera, just like, you always mad and drawed up and Charles was trying to do something messy and just But anyway, so Mary and Nicole are having a conversation and basically talking about I need to call her Missy Nicole. Up there talking about how Chelsea was dressed and there should be a dress code. That's not something you want to do around your clients, around the brokers and other people. That's something you do when you out and stuff like that. But I love Nicole hair. I love the little soft pink that's in her hair. It makes her look so good, her skin and all that stuff. Like I said, these ladies are gorgeous. They put a lot of money in with these bodies. So let's move on. So Amanda's party and she was just saying, and Amanda was dressed, she got a body, yada yada. So she was just saying that, she didn't think that she was gonna make it to see, I think, 47, because I think she was in, I don't know if she was in an accident, but she had she had a spinal surgery or something like that, and they said that she wasn't gonna make it. So she's very grateful unto God, and she's grateful to be alive to even see this birthday. So yeah, so hey, shout out to her and thank God for that. So but Chriselle did come. She didn't invite the stylist, so Chriselle did show up. So let's see. Mary asked to have a word with Chelsea. She wanted to know where the beef was coming from and all that stuff, whatever. So she pulled to the side, and so it looked like she was a little scared, honey, because last time the girl went off on her, got her together real good. Now, and let me tell you something. It ain't nothing like being read by a person where they put everything together till you have no words afterwards, especially when you were trying to comfort them. That right there is a good old read that is really hard to bounce back from. Because when Chelsea put her together like in a nice little box with a bow, and she just sent it off and said Merry Christmas, and sent it off in the mail, baby, and she was just waiting for it to be delivered, and she just unwrapped it and said, "Oh my God, it's so pretty." That's basically how she put her together. She did. I was embarrassed. It was like secondhand embarrassing. I was like, "Girl, Mary, girl." Like, look away, honey, girl. I had to like look away, because she was looking at Jason and Britt. They were like, ooh, child, I don't know what to do with that, honey, because you got. So I will understand Mary asking, I think, Chriselle, what do you think I should talk to? What you say? Oh, she looked like she in a good mood. Okay, I think I guess I don't know. Then try again, try again, try again. So anyway, so she went over there, pulled her to the side, and talked to her. She was like, yeah, let's go, let's out. So she was just like, I just didn't understand when you send me that text message and stuff like that, where all this stuff was coming from. And Chriselle said, I just didn't understand what you said, I guess, on the podcast or whatever. And it made me respond the way I did. She said, but I never really understood why you even said that, because I had so much respect for you, Mary. She said, I liked you. I never said anything bad about you. So I just didn't understand where all that energy was coming from. And I feel like now going back, you didn't never like me from the beginning. So, she was like, no, no, no. They having little words or whatever. He go to their husband, honey, talking another language, child. You can't understand. I understand what Bree said. You need to put subtitles up under his name. Because sure enough, child, ain't nobody understand him like them people on 90 Day Fiance, honey. I couldn't understand him. So anyway, he's trying to get in the middle of it and said, yeah, whatever. And Chelsea was like, hold up. I need me a bodyguard somewhere. And Mary was like, well, my husband, where's your husband at? Where's your husband at? And stuff like that. What she was basically saying is, why is he here? This is a conversation between two women. I think Emma was up there or whatever, but I don't know if she had words or whatever, but regardless, it's conversation between women. See yourself out of there. Or tip off to the side, listen with your ear. And if you see it get too rowdy, pull your wife away. But don't sit there interject with other women. If that happened between me and somebody, my husband was there, or around or heard, noises, voices getting raised, I think he would probably say, "What's going on?" But I don't think that he would have words with nobody else and say, "Okay, both of y'all just walk away, calm down," or in fact, just pull me to the side. But don't sit up that time, because you was wrong. Don't you talk to her like that because yada yada. No, that's women talk. Now, if there's another man in there, then check the man. But let the women have they say, honey. Don't get in that mess. Don't get in there. So anyway, so yeah, that's what she was just like. She needed a bodyguard because Mary got her. He gonna protect me from what though? You're women. You the one act to talk to me. Why you bringing this man in here to talk? Anyway, so let's move on. So Bree meets up with her friend Miss Amanda. Amanda want to be on the show. Yeah, I'm gonna say give her a piece, but they don't have peaches on here. I don't know what they have, child. I guess little houses, little monopoly houses. So anyway, so Bree was like, yeah, let's meet up, girl, and stuff like that. So she met up with her because she was talking on the phone. She said, "Hey girl, I got some tea for you. Let's meet up." So she was like, "Sure." Of course, granted, Bree did not know, from what I understand, Bree did not know what she was gonna bring on camera, right? From the looks of it. Now, so basically she told her, "Listen, my friend was in, of course, in they residency and all that stuff, whatever. And he noticed that Chelsea's husband was hugged up with another woman, talking, kissing, doing something like that, or whatever. And he started texting her, "Hey, I believe the girl Chelsea that be on the show with your friend that be on the show, husband down here with another man. Ain't his name yada yada yada? Yeah, that's his name. Okay, this him. He hugged up with another woman. Blah blah blah. Whatever whatever. What I said, another man. I meant another woman. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. I'm like, what? Yep. So Bree was like, "Well, girl, what? Mm." So she was like, "Girl, I don't know. Should I tell her? Because I'm not her friend. So, or should I just mind my business?" I would have said, "Mind your businesses." I would have said, "Get out of it. Keep yourself out of it." But once again, I'm sure you needed a storyline because it seemed like you and Chelsea was like in an okay place. So, yeah, you should have just mind your business. You should have just took one for the team. Shut up, honey. It would have came out eventually, honey, but you wouldn't have had to be the one to do that. Now, granted, since Amanda wanted to bring it on the show, would Chelsea, if you wouldn't have said then would Chelsea have still got mad at you eventually, but I wouldn't have cared. My thing would have been, "Girl, I'm not your friend like that. We're trying to build this relationship. So that's not something I wanted to come to you with because you would have assumed that I was being vindictive and mad and evil because of how you treated me last season and the issues we had." That would have been me. So Amanda brought it and throwed it in Bree lap, and Bree was like, "Girl, I just really don't know what to do with it." Bree said, "That's why, girl, sometimes you need to watch it, honey, before you talk about me and mine, child. Look what happened to you and yours." Now, I think that Bree felt a little vindicated when she heard the information. Do I know for sure that she knew the information before Amanda brought it on camera? I don't know. I mean, just looking at it doesn't look like it. Looked like she was genuinely surprised. Um, and to Bree's defense, she said, "I didn't know that this girl was gonna bring this on camera." Like, she said she had to film on Wednesday. We meet up because we had to meet up. And this is what she did. So how was I supposed to know? But I do feel that there was a little vindication in it and stuff like that. But anyway, so let's move on. So Chelsea and Mary, what I'm saying? They talked out their issues, they cried out their issues and stuff like that. So, Chelsea was talking about, she sometimes can get a little defensive because of her past. I think her childhood or something like that. And Mary said the same thing, and she had some triggers and all that stuff, whatever. And Mary was very emotional and she began to cry and then, just kind of tell Chelsea what was up, and she apologized. They both apologize and move forward. That's good. Now, me, granted, I like to see all the girls in a good place. I know this is a reality show. It ain't going to be like that all the time for the whole season. I know it's going to be a little discord here and there. But I do like to see it resolved, though. I don't want to see them the whole seasons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not talking. No. Kind of like, no. But anyway, so let's move on. So the ladies meet up at work. And they had this visitor. They had met with her. I guess she was on the show previously. Like I said, I think I watched all the seasons. I think if not, I didn't probably watch 1 and 2, but I did watch the majority of the seasons. But anyway, so this lady was supposed to be on one of them seasons, work with the Oppenheimer group. What's it called? Oppenheimer group, Oppenheimer, I don't know. Oppenheimer, something like that. Group. So she was supposed to be working there, whatever. So anyway, Nicole walked in and she was like, "Oh, girl, it's so good to see you." She was like, "Girl, good to see you too." But of course, she knew the tea before she even seen Nicole. But she was like, "Oh, girl, like your energy off. What's wrong? Like you don't vibe with the girls and stuff like that or whatever. It look like you mad and stuff." So she was like, "Well, you know, she said, what's going on?" And so I think the lady was saying, well, just talk to the other girls or whatever. And Chriselle would just say, yeah, she just went off on that group text we was on and stuff like that or whatever. And going back, and I do remember this from last season, it seems as though Chriselle has been mad at Nicole because Nicole ended up liking a tweet. And do they have reunions? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they have reunions. No, because they ain't show one. But anyway, so she ended up liking a tweet. And the tweet was kind of like a twofold. So I think the tweet was, probably bashing Chriselle and maybe, G, her wife and stuff like that or whatever. It maybe had some homophobic stuff to it or whatever. But at the end of the tweet, it said something like that was kind of giving praise to Nicole. Like, I think you're beautiful. You're a good asset to the show. I like something. So Nicole was responding back to part B and basically saying thank you. But in context, looking at the whole thing, it looked like she was approving the whole situation. Now, I've been in that state in the comment section where people wasn't necessarily bashing nobody else. Like, you're not finna just bash my husband. Then at the end, I'm saying, "Ooh, but you're beautiful." Now, we've had that too. Now, that don't fly, honey, because no, I can't say thank you to that because my husband is my husband. The two shall become one, like the Bible say. You dish him, you dissing me, and you diss me, you dissing him. So, but I understand this situation was different. So it seems as though she was just saying thank you to the latter part. And I get it. Like I said, I've kind of been there in some, instance, in some cases. And so that's when Chriselle was like, "Girl, you like the whole tweet." They were sitting here bashing us, homophobic stuff and all this stuff or whatever. So you sitting up there liking it. And so she tried to explain, I didn't like that part. But of course, that was last season. So now it's rolling over to season 8. And Chriselle still has some feelings toward Nicole. So Nicole was just trying to explain because they had a whole, everybody was there. Jason was there. Brett was there. All of them was there. So I was just trying to explain, like, Nicole was like, my intentions was not to like the whole thing. I'm not a homophobe. And so she said, but you blah, 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 whatever. And what's the name? Jason. Them some little bitty men, honey, with all these tall women. So Jason was sitting up there saying, listen, just apologize. And she said, I'm trying to, but he said, no buts. He was like, F the buts, like, let it go. And Nicole started getting very emotional, which I don't see a whole lot on here. So it was pretty big for her. So she started getting really emotional and she just walked away and she was like, I just need a minute. And she just kind of breaking down crying, like to the point where you go, that's what, honey, when you really crying, like them little children, they be crying so hard they can't, like they getting a panic attack or can't catch their breath. So she like, so that kind of cry. Whoo, child, what them hard cries. I ain't cried like that in a long time, child. Years upon years upon years, like that. So anyway, so she started doing that. And she come back out there and, she was genuine with her apology. She said, I'm not a homophobe. I would have never said anything like that. And she apologized to Chriselle. She apologized to her. And for the first time, because they had it out last season, Chriselle accepted her apology because she felt it was genuine and it came behind it. And that you can't really fake that like that, honey. So she accepted her apology and stuff like that. So, kudos to them, because I got tired of them, honey. They're just like, every time Nicole and Chriselle got in the same room, it was just a draw up spirit, honey. Everything just drawed up. It was just tight in the room. So I just got tired of seeing that's just ugly, bad energy. So let's move on. So they got past that. They apologized. Praise the Lord. So Bree wants to meet up with Chelsea. Forgive me if sometimes I say Chelsea and Chriselle, and y'all know what I mean. So she wants to meet up with Chelsea. I take my time and make sure I'm saying the right name. To tell Chelsea that her husband is out in them streets, honey, creeping. And I'm saying to myself, I just don't understand sometimes men or cheaters. Let me say this, cheaters, because men ain't the only one that cheat. Cheaters, how they just so free with it, honey. First of all, man, your wife is on television and you have been on television. And if anybody follows your Instagram, I'm sure, because I follow Chelsea, I know she done put a man on the Instagram, but I think I probably started following her after she probably got a divorce or after the season aired and stuff like that. And because I don't think I seen him too much on there. So people know you, people recognize you. So you don't think that you in a hotel or apartment lobby or something like that, and you hugged up with some woman that ain't nobody gonna recognize you? I just don't understand the logic of that. And to be honest, when people cheat, some of them be thinking they so smart, bless their heart. They say, okay, if you stay in the city of Birmingham, so we in Birmingham, Alabama, you stay in the city of Birmingham and you want to cheat. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to Tennessee, or we're gonna go to Atlanta, or we're gonna go to Florida somewhere. But I guarantee you, somebody gonna be on vacation that time that knows you or know of you. Somebody gonna be on at a family reunion. Somebody gonna be at, hey, I gotta go to Florida for a wedding. Somebody gonna be somewhere to recognize you. And then the age of technology, cameras, and all this stuff, whatever, you gonna get caught. You gonna get caught. I guarantee you. I know information right now with somebody that I know of, somebody that said, hey, that's so and so husband. Mm-hmm. Well, dude pulled up across the street from me. Don't you know? Da 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 da. Mm-hmm. Well, he was over there at that woman's house. What I'm saying is such a small world. Like, no matter if you go into a person's house, somebody can recognize your car. Somebody can recognize your walk. Somebody can hear your talk. It just makes no sense. It makes no sense to cheat and try to be sneaky with it. If you want to be out of your marriage, your relationship, just say out. I want to be out. I want to be out. I want to be out. Instead of going out here and breaking somebody's heart and cheating. Well, I cheated because I didn't want to hurt her feelings and tell her I really truly don't want her no more. So I decided to go out here and cheat. Oh, that was smart. Give it up for you. But thinking like you use all of your brains, the delta, the beta, whatever, all them brains, you use all of it. You used all of it to come up with that. Yeah, yeah. Now, not only did you hurt her, she's broken. She broken. She broken. So yeah, you took the time to be so freaking smart that you're gonna do it that way. Yeah, kudos to you. Don't get that degree and win that Nobel Peace Prize, yeah. But anyway, so let's move on. So Bree said, "Listen, I want to meet up with her. I'm just gonna tell her. I'm just gonna tell her. I was a girl. I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. But okay, decided to do it. I guess the production said, do it, girl. Do it, girl. And she was like, girl, I guess I'll do it, hon. I need to stay on the show, hon. I know this finna start something, but I'm here for it. So she tells Chelsea, she just kind of started up or whatever. Chelsea's like, girl, what you got to tell me, hey, just spit it out. You ain't got to dance around, go to the grocery store, go to Walmart and pick up groceries, nothing like that, honey. You go out 3 and shop. No, you ain't got to do that. Just come with it. Just go to the cash register. Let's come with it. Put your groceries out there. So she said, and she built it up and she said, listen, I got a text from a friend and yada, 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 in this the case or whatever. And Chelsea was like, dang. She said, well, and she asked some good questions like, do you trust this friend? And she was like, do you? She was like, yeah. I mean, she wouldn't lie to me. Like, we ain't like the closest of close, but she has no reason to lie to me and nothing like that. So she was like, oh. And Chelsea was like, dang, I ain't never been here before. Now, let me tell you something. Going back, I think I skipped this part. Amanda brought that to Bree. like if somebody was to bring something, okay, I don't know, but Amanda brought that to Bree because she knew that Bree and Chelsea was battling last season. She knew that Bree did too much fool with Chelsea because she tried to come for her relationship and question what she got going on and being the 105th baby mama. Like she tried to question that and do all that stuff, whatever. So she brought it to you because you talked about it. Because she knew you didn't like that girl. Like somebody wouldn't bring you something that you really don't care about. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even use that as ammo. So she brought it to you to use as ammo. Of course. Of course. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Somebody brought it to her, maybe because they knew the situation and what played out on TV. Oh man, I think Amanda know Bree, and Bree can take this back, and she got ammunition to come against. Ain't that the girl husband you were beefing with? Mm-hmm. Come on now, come on. Ain't nobody finna bring me nothing that can't serve me or benefit me or even I use as ammo. Somebody bringing me something, I be like, oh, okay, girl, what you bring this? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Tell it to the person, but I will not be a middle person. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So Chelsea, so it was some vitriol for Bree in that instance. It was, period. So she decided to tell her and she told her and stuff like that or whatever. And Chelsea was like, dang, I ain't never been here before. You know, this right here, it hurt. And when Bree had that one tear, girl, I'm gone for a one tear. Or one listen, if you boo-hoo, I'm with you. I mean, I'm crying. But that one tear, oh, I can't get myself together over that one tip. It takes me out. It takes me out. It just and it keep growing. It keep growing. It just goes. Yeah, yeah. Because to me, when you had that one tip, to me, it's like you was trying to hold it back, but you couldn't, and it just in that moment you're hurt. You ain't like no. That one tip is like you talking through the hurt. So Bree said like Bree was telling her, you know, she understand, you know, her first husband cheated on her. So she's not telling her anything that she hadn't been through, you know, but, you know, she'll be okay and she'll be past it. And Chelsea was like, girl, I gave you so much hell, you know, when it came to your situation. And it's because I was looking at my situation as being perfect. And here I am. And she's like, I guess karma got me. You said, look at me now. And Bree was consoling her in that situation, but a little tiny vitriol, little tiny vitriol around down in her gut area around the fallopian tube, but somewhere down in there, she had a little vitriol. Little, yeah, I got you, girl. I got you, girl. Don't feel so good, honey. Now the tables done turned, child. When you was coming for me now, but she was coming for you because your relationship was public. Nick Cannon was not cheating on you. He was just being who he was, and you was okay with it. So he wasn't cheating on you. He wasn't going behind your back. He told y'all you was gonna be baby mama number 15 or 20 or 25. You know what I'm saying? Like you knew that. So I didn't understand why you got so in your feelings about what Chelsea said, which I vaguely remember because it really and truly wasn't that bad. Versus her finding out through a third party and the fourth party and the fifth party that my man cheating on me, that her man cheating on her. So that's a different scenario. You know what I'm saying? So Nick Cannon, that's public. Anyway. So to me, it wasn't a good comparison. Now, was it a good overall general? Yeah, but a detailed comparison, no. The two didn't compare. So the girls are taking a girls trip. It seemed like some of the other girls cannot go or won't go. Bree was like, no, I'm finna go visit or nothing like that. Yeah. So it seemed like they rented this like this place in Pioneer Town, and that rental property was like $20K a week. I was like, gee, yeah. So Chelsea called Elena and she was like, listen, not Chelsea, Chriselle called Elena and said, listen, my girl going through some things, and I'm just gonna be here to console her, Chelsea. And I'm not gonna be able to come. So, I do apologize for that and stuff like that. And some of the others, they was like, what's going on? What happened? And I think it was Amanda. She was like, she'll tell y'all when she is ready. But yeah, I just want to be here to comfort her. So yeah. One thing I didn't like is the fact, and I know, and I probably won't say it in here because I don't think I wrote it down, but the fact that Chelsea never told her husband. And I don't know when the season went off, did she ever tell him? But I was like, girl, you good. Let me tell you something. When I was in my first marriage and my ex-husband cheated on me numerous of times. When I found out, baby, I couldn't fake a face. I couldn't fake a face. I couldn't fake an emotion. I couldn't fake a vibe. I just don't know how she do it unless she just really pull back and not at home. You know what I'm saying? Like she was telling Bree, she felt that there was a disconnect. Like a woman knows the intuition, what I'm saying, the discernment. A woman knows, even if you see no signs, you know. And Chelsea had that no. And so she was like, she felt the disconnection. She knew that there was one there, but I just don't understand, like, why when you tell your man, confront him before you crying to friends and making arrangements and like tell him, confront him with that. But maybe she had some solidified proof before. Because I'm just kind of shocked if this is the first time you ever heard your man stepping out on you or any rumors or anything like that. Then why would you not confront him with it? You know what I'm saying? Or either try to build a case. Because in my opinion, if somebody tell me something, yeah, girl, your man was up there, I need proof. You got video? You know what I'm saying? Can you send me text messages from the girl? Which, in fact, I wouldn't even want that because folks have a way of, faltering all that stuff. But video, I need pictures and video so that I can confront him with it. I'm not sure why the friend didn't take no videos because girl, but the friend that was at the residence or whatever, that when they was in the lobby, maybe they were just telling, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it wasn't nothing that like, oh my God, I'm finna try to break up a marriage or a home. Just, girl, ain't this that man? Da, 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 da. So yeah. Anyway, so the other ladies are eating dinner. They go missing Nicole. The other ladies are eating dinner at Pioneer Town, and they had them a full day in the desert and all that stuff, whatever. So it was at the table and asked who was single out of all the ladies. And somebody brought up Emma name or something like that, and saying Nicole was like, well, from what I heard. And then the other ladies like Elena is new, so Elena don't know what's going on, but Amanda was like, listen, don't go there, don't open your mouth, don't start with nothing like this. You just saying, child, what I heard. And it seemed like what she heard is that Emma was messing with a married man. So, but yeah. So let's see. Chelsea was telling Chriselle about the disconnect between her and her husband. She knew that there was a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? But she really and truly, I guess she didn't assume that her husband was gonna, step out on her. She said that this man kept saying over and over, like, you're working too much. You need to spend time with your family, like, like stay at home. And she said she loved what she do. So I guess she, in a sense, she sacrificed her marriage for, what she loved to do. So, I know Bree is gonna say it later on in the episode, but she was saying that, girl don't ever be at home. She be out every night ever since this show and stuff like that. So I guess her man, rightfully so, stepped out. There's still no reason for a man to officially cheat or step out. No, you communicate, get counseling. And if that don't work, then you say, hey, I can't do this no more because evidently I'm not, your number one attention. I'm not the one that you are into anymore. Maybe you're into the job or the social life or TV or fame and all that stuff, whatever. So this is not going to work. To me, that's the best place. That's the best way to do it. That's the best way to do it. It's not going and cheating. No. at all. So let's move on. So I'm on episode 6 and it's 11, and I promise you I ain't got that minute to go at all, because in between all the selling the houses, you got your little little drops of drama. So in episode 6, Bree was showing a house to her ex-husband. Now, isn't me, but like I said before, I really and truly don't think Bree either can sell houses or sell houses. Like the people that she bring on the show, it seems like people that she know, but they're not actually buying homes. It's just for her to continue to air and to be on the show. Like nobody's buying homes. So the ex-husband with his dusty looking self, honey, he had just got up at the shelter. For real, and got paint all on his. I don't care if it's $100,000 sweatshirt. It just looked real homely and homeless. So she's showing them this house and stuff like that or whatever. And I don't like that blonde wig on Bree. Bree is a beautiful woman, but black suits her so freaking well. It just looks so perfect on her. Blonde, it makes her look too washed up. Maybe if it was a maybe darker roots, but it just makes her look so washed up. So I hate that wig on her. But hey, I ain't choose it. So but yeah. So anyway, so she's showing the man the house and stuff like that or whatever, and they talking about reminiscing in the past and stuff. I was like, is you buying a house or child? Is we going to doggone counseling? Honey, is this y'all fix my life? We got to hear what y'all have been through and stuff like that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Bree, I didn't know who you was, child. Before I just knew you were Nick baby mama. Not even before that, until you came on the show. Then I knew you was Nick baby mama. But so yeah, she ain't selling no houses, child. She's just trying to be on TV and be relevant and keep a check. Okay. So Emma and Chriselle are at dinner, and they are having a dinner for Chelsea. I can say that it seems as though Emma and Chriselle are good friends to Chelsea in her time of need. Like literally, when you got a friend that will love on you, hug on you, cry with you, laugh with you, all this stuff, like that's a good friend. And I don't know they was friends before the show, but maybe after the show, 8 seasons, it's been a while, so maybe they just built a good bond. And I can't even remember when Chelsea came on, because Chelsea I don't think was in the beginning. I get this one, the Selling Sunset, and the other one, the Omaha group, whatever it's called. And they got another group. I like the other group too. I like the other show too. I forgot what's that called. But yeah, and I get that other girl mixed up. Chriselle and the other girl, kind of like the lead on that show. I get them mixed up. But anyway, so they was comforting Chelsea and all that stuff, whatever, crying with her. And now it is true, Emma and Chriselle brought this on themselves. So they up there like, was Brie really sincere when she did this? Like, or did she bring this on here to kind of start some, or did she have a hand in it and yada 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 or whatever? And because to me, Chelsea was like, hey, I'm glad she told me. I really don't care about all of that and stuff like that. I just got to deal with where I am. I'm in my emotions and my feeling. I hadn't told my husband. And so, yeah, she was like, okay, I don't care. But then they kept poking that bear. You poke that bear, baby, it's going to and bite your head off. And to me, that's what happened. But it was more Emma, too, was like, well, she really. So just like, forget it then, call her. Call her. Chriselle was like, well, yeah, I don't know. Call her. Y'all want to know, and now you got me curious. So, yeah, was she sincere? Did she do this on purpose? Why would she bring this on camera? You know what I'm saying? She got my phone number. She could have just called me and told me this. Why? So they called. Chriselle called Bree, and she was like, well, we just want to know, were you sincere? Could you have found another way to do this? Yada, yada, yada. And Bree was like, hold up. So now I'm the enemy? Like her husband stepped out on her. I told her about it, and now y'all coming to me like it's my fault? And Bree was very defensive, and she was like, well, Chriselle trying to be so nice. I feel so sorry for her because she was in the middle of it. She was in the middle of it and stuff like that. But, y'all wanted to know. So yeah, so she was just like, I just don't understand how I'm the enemy. So Chelsea was like, hey, I just want to know it. I don't mind breaking bread with the enemy, but I just want to know that I'm breaking bread with the enemy. So now you got Chelsea in the headspace of, hey, now y'all got me looking at this girl sideways because maybe y'all all right. They fault. So Emma and Chriselle are at dinner and they talking about was Brie genuine, yada yada yada, and why would she bring this camera? Because maybe this is something that she could have caught on the phone, but like in Brie's defense, she said, I didn't know this girl was finna tell me this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what she was finna bring on camera. I know she had some tea for me, but she just told me that she was gonna film on Wednesday. So how would I supposed to know? And from what I heard, I think Chelsea has told Emma, she said, from what I heard, that they said that this was gonna come out one way or another. Like, and Emma was like, who they gonna tell TMZ? I said, well, this is selling Sunset. I'm sure the ratings are high. People know them. They well known, in that sphere, Um, and so, they like, I don't know. So anyway, so Chriselle and Brie are talking. And Chriselle, because I think Chriselle went over Bree house and stuff like that. And Bree was like, I just don't understand why it's my fault. Like, I didn't understand how I get into this. She said, I didn't know that this girl was going to bring this information to me and, bring it on TV. So, I just don't understand. She said she had some tea for me. And she said, why I filmed Wednesday. And Bree was like, I don't even understand why Emma is on the outs with me, because I know she like Team Chelsea, but we were friends too. Like, we built a bond, we built a friendship. I allowed this girl to see my children. Like, we built that bond. I told her, I was transparent with her about things. So we built that bond even when me and Chelsea was on the outs. Now, I don't like the fact that Brie was like, didn't nobody help me in my defense and was team me when me and Chelsea was on the outs. I was like, first of all, girl, you just got here. Second of all, that was between you and Chelsea. It really truly didn't warrant nobody taking sides, or nobody backing you. Emma was still talking to you and still friends with you, even though you and Chelsea was on the outs. And Emma said she was trying to get y'all back on a good path. So I just don't like the fact that Brie was like, ain't nobody be on my side. Now that girl, you just got here. Girl, these folks had friendships for years, from my understanding. So it seems as though Mary's, and I guess Jason's dog has a terminal illness. I thought it was cancer, but a terminal illness. And he doesn't have long to live. And the way they broke down and cried. Now, hey, I can't take it away from nobody, because people love their pets. Some people, especially if they don't have children, they really love their pets like that. The pets are their children. So I don't know if it was days later or whatever, but Brett got a phone call and he said that, the dog did pass away. And the dog used to be around the office and stuff like that. So it really kind of hit everybody hard. Brett was like really fighting back tears and everything. So they get ready to have the funeral. And my husband's like, oh my gosh, a funeral for a dog, a whole funeral. Whoo, child. This is what money do, honey. This is what money do. So, but yeah, they had the whole funeral and said their condolences and their words, and people dressed in black and all that stuff, whatever. So, after the funeral was over with, Emma wanted to talk to Bree. And I can't say that Bree didn't win this round. Bree won this round. She ate Emma up. She may have took some little bites, but she ate Emma up. Because she was like, girl, I was a friend to you too. Like, I just don't understand why you got to stop talking to me because me and Chelsea on the outs. Like, I don't understand it. I just don't understand that at all. So, it seemed like Chriselle was feeling like she had to choose. She had to choose whether she talked to Bree or whether she be on Chelsea. Now she friends with Chelsea as well as Bree, but she didn't feel like she had to stop talking to Bree, and I don't feel like she had to either. But I feel like y'all interjected yourselves in this. Like, y'all shouldn't have interjected yourself. Y'all should just let them have their words. In fact, y'all the one that put it in Chelsea's head that the girl could be like behind it. So now it's just a mess. It's a mess. But yeah, Emma tried to talk to Bree, and Bree was like, And Emma couldn't say nothing. Some of the stuff that she was saying, like she was hitting her back, like bam, bam, bam. I was like, ugh, ugh. Now it wasn't bad as Chelsea when Chelsea got married together. Wasn't that bad? Nope, not at all, child. Not at all, honey. I think camera people had got embarrassed. They said, "Oop, let me turn away, honey, because I don't want to think I'm looking at her." But she did get Emma together. She did. So hey, and then Bree told the cameras, "If you don't get that camera out my face," I said, "Who is it that bad? Girl, you up here filming the show? Is it that bad?" She was like, "Get them cameras out my face." I didn't understand where that was coming from. But maybe Bree was just hurt and mad, honey, that all the people was coming from her. But she said, she used to women not liking her in the room. So, hey, it works for her. I don't know. Sometimes Bree I can sometimes like her and sometimes not like her. But, yeah. Like, I don't dislike her, like, period. Because I think that, she was kind of factual in some of that stuff she was throwing out to Emma. Like, girl, So when Chelsea walked out there, all of them was out there, but Chelsea walked away when she said, "Listen, y'all keep saying, did I do this on purpose or whatever? If I really wanted to hurt this girl, I could have. If I really wanted to tear her down, I could have." At that point, Chelsea like walked away like deuces and deuces. But she just saying, I didn't try to do it. It wasn't my intentions. None of that. But if I wanted to, I could have easy. Yeah. All right. So almost through. Um, So Bree had a conversation with Amanda. No, Amanda, not Amanza. Amanda. That's when, you have I think Amanda, yeah, she's another real estate agent. So they tried to act like they want to come to this house and, look at the house and stuff like this so they can sell it to clients or whatever, whatever. So that man gave them a tour. They was drinking wine, having a good old time in that beautiful home, wasting folks' time because none of that stuff gonna happen. So anyway, so as they sit and talk and stuff like that, Bree was telling Amanda, the girl who told her the information, how the girls was coming for her. And Bree said, you shouldn't be mad at me. Like you should be mad at your husband. He was the one out there creeping and cheating. And at least with Nick, I knew what he was doing, child. I knew he was just a doggone a machine, child. Just a machine, just pumping out babies, child. Just going from person to person. But I knew what he was doing. I knew what he was doing. But your man was out there cheating. And so that's when she said, the man, you don't spend no time with him. She said, I'm at home with my child. You out in the street and you got 2 children. So, I guess the man just got tired. But she also said too, is that she just kind of feel like Chelsea at a place now where she feel like that she kind of paying her back for what was said and what was done. So now she's like, oh, I got her right where I want her. Don't talk to her. Don't talk to her. I ain't gonna talk to her. Yada 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 and stuff like that. Which I don't think that's what it is. I just think that Chelsea is hurt and she just don't know what to believe or who to believe. But yeah, I think that she should just let the Bree thing go. But really and truly blame Amanda. That girl seemed like a real piece of work, like for real. Like I said, I think she brought the information back on purpose, and I think because she knew that Bree had it out with Chelsea, that she brought it exactly to Bree. Like you could have skipped Bree and just brought it to Chelsea. Like, have you filmed with this girl before? Like, do you know of her? Do you know? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but yeah, they have words and stuff like that or whatever. So and they have a conversation. So Nicole asks Bree about the weird energy. Oh yeah, they was at a house and they was at a showing or something like that. So Nicole, she good at message. So she was asking Bree like, you know what I'm saying, why you ain't talk to girls? What's the energy and stuff like that or whatever. So she was telling her, how Emma just kind of like, picked a side and stuff that's going on. Now I want to know. I don't know if y'all peeped this, but I want to know, how did Nicole know about Chelsea's husband? Somebody explain that to me. Because the only person that's supposed to know is Bree and Emma and Chriselle. How did Nicole know? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Somebody had to tell, right? Who was it? Who told? Hmm. Okay. So Nicole, she was like, so she said, "Are you talking about because of you know, she didn't say a name, but she said her husband, which I'm assuming she talking about Chelsea's husband." She said, "Yeah." So now Emma picking sides and stuff like that. So just kind of left me out there when she was my friend as well. So she's like, "Girl, speaking of Emma, honey, well, Emma, if you stand in a glass house, you shouldn't throw stones. What they say is stone. Y'all know the verbiage. Y'all know the little cliche and stuff like that. Whatever. People that stay in glass house shouldn't throw stones." So she was like, "What you mean?" She was like, "Well, I'm just saying. The rumor is, the word on the street, the word on the curb, honey, is that Emma, she done messed with a married man. She was messed with a married man. Mm-hmm. She's like, girl, what?" She said, mm-hmm. She said, yeah, and had the wife to, kind of confront her about it and stuff. She was like, "Girl, what? I wish I had this tea before." She said, "Girl, I wish you had this tea too, but honey, this is some ammunition. Just put it in your little knapsack, your little Gucci purse, your Chanel bag and stuff like that, and keep it, honey, from when the time you need it." She said, "Ooh, I needed it before when I was confronting her, but that's okay. Thank you for the information, girl. Thank you for the information." So, Chelsea and Chriselle are sitting down and having a conversation, actually doing a house showing. Y'all know this how they, conversate and converse and all that stuff, whatever, get it out. So they allow us to see a beautiful home in between their little beefing conversations. So it seems as though that Chriselle and Chelsea are in a better place. So I feel like I was like, huh? I don't know. The conversation was just kind of weird to me, but Chelsea said that her feelings was hurt. She felt like, Chriselle just kind of left her or something like that or whatever. But anyway, they're in a better place. They hugged it out. So Chriselle and Emma are meeting for dinner, and they say, "Hey, we want to talk it out with Bree. Let's just hash it out." Bree had text Chriselle and said, "Girl, I ain't coming. Honey, y'all even set me up for the okie doke child. I do not want to deal with that woman, and I ain't ever got to talk to that woman again. Honey, she can go on somewhere, honey. I don't want to be her friend because you show me who you are. I don't want to be your friend no more." So in the next scene, they show Bree and the old Missy girl Amanda. So they walking into the office, honey, like they some evil villains or something like that, and they're all black. I be saying to myself, I don't know if y'all paid attention to this, but the weather seems so bipolarish. Like the way they dress. Like I'm like, is it cold? Is it hot? Is it hot or is it cold? Is it warm? Is it spring? Is it raining or is it snowing? Like because the way that they dress in leather coats and leather pants and trench coats and sometimes little short skirts and like what is the weather? I don't know. This California, so it should always be beautiful and a nice temperature. But anyway, so they walking down the street, honey, like they finna go on some kind of ninja tour or fight or something. So they go into the office. Bree and Amanda, nobody's there. I guess they all in their respective places or whatever. And Elena was there, and she asked was Jason there, and so she was like, "No, he's not here," and stuff. So Elena leave, and they sitting up there talking, and Bree is telling her where every desk and who sit here, and who sit there, and who sit here. So she said, "Well," she said, "Chelsea sit right here," and Amanda said, "Mm," and she put her butt on her table, her desk, and says, "Mm." Then she sit in her chair. Then she cock her feet up, and Bree said, "Girl, you will be a perfect addition to this group." So that's why she wanted to talk to Jason because she wanted to try to get that girl to work there. So that what she can give the other girls hell. I said, okay. I see what y'all doing. 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 So yeah, she's sitting in that seat, and I guess maybe they're gonna bring her on for the next season, probably get rid of Elena. Because they got Amanda. And Amanda probably been itching to get on this show. That's probably why she brought that to the show so that she can get on the show. So she probably couldn't do it on her own. So she had to find out. And I hope that Chelsea found out if that was true or not. Because folks will lie. You ain't got no proof, no video, nothing like that. And you up there telling us, "Oh, I'm finna leave my man, take my ring off and all this stuff, whatever," which I hope that she had proof. I hope that he at least confessed to it that, they should have brought it back to us and said, yeah, he confessed to it, blah, blah, blah. Because I know it was on social media. Like I said, I follow her and I knew I seen it somewhere that she had got a divorce. So I'm assuming, of course, this kind of played out a little bit on the show. So Chelsea was at a viewing of a home or something like that or whatever. I guess wanted to sell to one of her clients, and she called Emma and she said, "Girl, listen, I'm up here looking at this home and it's a beautiful home, but I think instead of me getting it to one of my clients, I think this is going to be for me. I think this represents a brand new start for me. I just feel like this is where I need to start over at." And she was like, "Girl, that's what you need to do. Do it." Um, and it kind of went off like that. And Emma told Chriselle. So y'all, like I said, Selling Sunset is a good show. I tried to do The Circle, y'all. I tried to watch it. Honey, in the first 30 minutes, y'all, I was like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I watched The Circle last season, but I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna make it through this season. I don't know. But anyway, so thank y'all so much for making it to the end of this video. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me and watching it. In spite of my husband not being here, I still wanted to do it because, like I said, I do watch shows. I just don't always review all of them. But yeah, let me know what you think, what you thought about this season. Was it a good season to y'all? Which I thought it was pretty good. And will you watch next season? So on that note, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. As I say at the end of every video, don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. And my husband would say, and always put God first. We will see you guys on the next video. Deuces.